Columbia, and welcome to City Talk, where we are talking about great things happening here in the city of Columbia. We have with us today Preston Thorne, who is the co-founder, co-creator, and also one of the actual camp counselors for Eat-2-Win. Tell us, Preston, what is Eat-2-Win?
Eat-2-Win is a project that Langston Moore and myself have been working on for the past 3 years, and it's a project that focuses on football and fitness. And what we want to do is we want to try and use our talents for football to kind of teach some of these skills and life skills about fitness and health.
Okay, well that is admirable for both of you, and it sounds like this summer you're actually offering an Eat-2-Win camp, summer camp.
Yes, ma'am. So we're offering a camp. This is our third year offering a camp, and we're just looking to grow and expand our reach into the communities. And this year our camp is going to be at Irmo High School,
okay,
and we're going to be having the camp. The camp is going to be for all kids from 8 to 17. And our goal with the camp is to try and expose kids to obviously some football, so we call it football fundamentals. But we also want to, while we're playing football, we want to have some of that good, healthy talk in there also.
Okay, and some people may be listening and saying, well, it's in Irmo, but it's really open to kids everywhere. So it doesn't matter if you're in the city of Columbia or in Richland County, it's really open to all kids.
Yes, ma'am. It's open to anybody that wants to come, anybody that if you have any nephews, nieces. We've had girls out there also, so it's not just boys. We've had everybody out there. So anybody that wants to come in the area, in the state, they're more than welcome to bring their kids.
Okay, and what are the dates for the camp from beginning to end?
The camp this year is going to be on June 13th. So that's the second Saturday in June.
Okay.
And we always felt like that was a good time. The kids are just kind of getting out of school. They need something to do, and we're more than welcome to bring them to us.
Okay, and it's an all-day camp, or is it just a portion of that day?
It depends on what you mean by all day, right? So we're going to have the kids there from 9:30 to 2:30.
Okay.
And part of that time will be registration, but the rest of that time they'll be going through different exercises and drills and different stuff through the drills. So for the kids, it's from 9:30 to 2:30, but for us, for the counselors, we'll be there all day, setting up and breaking down and all. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And let me ask this question. As far as cost, I know there are a lot of parents, either their kids are already involved in football or they have an interest, and in order to come out and be able to learn from someone like yourself and Langston, which are professionals, is there a cost for the camp on June 13th?
Well, the cost for this year, we have charged in the past in order to cover the cost, but through our fundraising and through different venues, we've been able to offer the camp this year for free.
Okay.
And so we want to do that to encourage more parents to bring their kids out. We don't want cost to be a barrier for any children or parents that want to give their kids this experience.
All right, that is awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sure a lot of people perked up when they heard that.
I hope so.
That means that more kids can participate. If someone wants to make sure that their child can participate in the camp, do they have to pre-register? Do they just show up on June 13th, or what's the process?
Well, we do take kids to show up on June 13th, but we would encourage you to pre-register so that we can have, kids to get a T-shirt and a prize pack. So we want to make sure our numbers are correct, and also there's going to be a limited number of spaces. Hopefully we're going to be turning people away. Eventually. So if you wanted to encourage to kind of reserve your spot, we would definitely encourage that.
Okay, and with this year being free, I take it those spaces probably will fill up pretty quickly.
That's the goal. That's the plan. So we want, we're going to take first come, first served.
Okay.
And, whoever signs up, we'll have them on there.
All right. Well, now we have to tell everybody how to sign up.
Absolutely. So there's a couple different ways you can sign up. You can go to Eat-2-Win, gmail.com, Eat-2-Win camp, and you can sign up there and send us an email or anything like that. There's also Eat-2-Win camp 2015 on Eventbrite.
Okay.
And so you can look it up on Eventbrite and sign up all your information through there. Those are probably the easiest ways to sign up. If that doesn't work, you could always just look for us on Google and find a phone number to find us.
Okay, all right. And give us those two again, the email address, and then I think you also gave, was it a website address or Eventbrite?
Eventbrite, yes ma'am. It's Eat-2-Win @gmail.com, Eat-2-Win-camp @gmail.com. That's the email address where you can email and ask any questions that you need to ask. And also, if you want to just go straight to the pre-register, that's Eat-2-Win camp 2015 at Eventbrite.
Okay, and I know that you have partnered with Langston, and I guess when you sat down, the two of you, I guess, why did you come up with this idea? Why do an Eat-2-Win camp, or even just do the Eat-2-Win program overall? Because you actually do things throughout the year, correct?
Yes, ma'am. there's a lot of different reasons why we came up with this. Obviously, one, we wanted to have a camp for kids in the Columbia area because we were all kind of from different places. I'm from Somerville, Lance's from James Island, and some of our other teammates from USC are kind of in everywhere else. And usually people do their stuff in their hometown, but we wanted to do something in the place where we kind of went to school and kind of grew up, and Columbia is sort of that place. So that's why we picked Columbia to do the camp. Secondly, we wanted to make sure that the camp wasn't just football because we know football only takes you in a certain area, and we wanted to be able to focus on some preventative health things that have struck close to our families. So we wanted to be able to kind of look at some things and give kids the information and the ammo to fight, the battle that we're talking about some of these different things.
Okay, now since it's an all-day camp on June 13th for Eat-2-Win, what are you going to do all day?
That's a great question. Well, first off, we try and keep them busy and active the whole day. There's not a whole lot of sitting around. Once we get taken start, we're going to have them moving all day. But really an outline of the day is we'll take them through a dynamic stretching, which is kind of these, code words for just moving around a lot, getting warmed up, getting their body active. And so we'll activate all their muscles and get them kind of warmed up, get them tired early.
Okay.
All right, and then for the rest of the day, we have 2 different sessions. The first session is a fundamentals and skills session where each child will go through each position and they'll be coached by either a former NFL guy or a former guy that played college football.
Okay.
And so they'll get individual instruction at each position. So we want kids to be well-rounded athletes. And so we'll do that in a round-robin fashion. They'll go around the circuit. And then in between, once the circuit's over, which usually takes about an hour and a half to go through that circuit, we'll have a guest speaker come in, and the guest speaker will speak to them about different topics. We have some breakout sessions where they're speaking about academics or their actual health or personal wellness and development and things like that. Stress techniques, coping with stress.
You sure you don't have any openings for adults?
We need that. That's why we got the adults there too. And so while all that's going on, we do have vendors around for the adults so that adults can get some different tests taken that maybe they're not able to get. So they can get blood pressure, they can get some screening, vision screening, all these different things. So while the kids are at the camp, they don't just have to sit in the stands and watch them. They can get some things to take care of their health. Also, we'll have different vendors out there for those health purposes. After the guest speaker, the kids will come by and we'll do what we'll call our combine. And so the kids will get there and they'll get tested and measured, and they'll do a couple of different events throughout the testing.
Okay.
In between, after the combine, this is probably my favorite part, the kids will go to different stations and they'll go to these different snack and smoothie stations where they'll have somebody educating them on different fruits and vegetables. So, we've had kids who, had never seen a fresh strawberry before. And they get to learn interesting techniques, and they get to learn what is a fruit smoothie, how do you make them, how easy it is to make them, just to give them some healthy alternatives to some of the different things that we're used to eating and drinking. So they get a little educational component. After that, after the educational component and after Combine, we'll have another guest speaker. Usually it'd be Langston. He'll come out and close out the camp, and then we'll save lunch all the way to the end. All right, and with that lunch, we'll have some organic meals provided for them, which are usually nutritious meals and alternatives to what they're used to. Because kind of like most times camps, you'll get a hot dog or something like that, which is cool. But we want to give these kids some alternatives, and so we usually have wraps and baby carrots and things like that they get to taste some foods that they're not maybe exposed to on a regular.
Okay, and the point you made about some kids have never seen a real strawberry or fruits and vegetables. I think a lot of people don't realize that actually still happens today, and it's very unfortunate that with so much processed food, and unfortunately sometimes people live in what they call, I guess like a food desert.
Yes, ma'am.
They're not near, say like a fruit stand or a farmer's market, or places that have fresh vegetables. Which
is amazing because we live in South Carolina and we have so much produce around, and so that's one of the things that we're able to get this camp done. We was able to go to the farmer's market and we got a truck full of watermelons and was able to give these to these kids. And a lot of them just, like I said, they live in these areas right here in our city where either they don't have access or, grocery stores with fresh food is not, they're not able to get to them. And
so they
just
actually get
giving
to
them that
see, like
opportunities.
I said, fresh strawberries and grapes and pineapple or whatever kind of fruit might be in season.
Right.
And then they get to see those turn into a smoothie. So,
right, they get to see it. They get to see that a grape is green and not purple,
Yes.
like it is in Kool-Aid. That's what they think when they think grape. They don't think of what a grape really looks like.
Okay.
So we just get a chance to expose them to some different things. I mean, I know for myself, I guess 2 years ago, I saw them cut open a pomegranate, and that was my first time seeing that. So, it's educational for everybody.
Okay. It sounds like it's also a family-friendly event.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're gonna have the music going. We'll have different guys walking around, but we mainly encourage the parents to go around and get free vision screening, get free blood pressure, get free things. So, all of these indicators that we can find out and maybe start on the road to, preparing ourselves to make healthy choices.
Okay. And with such a fantastic event, I guess we're announcing an exclusive, but we're also happy to announce that this year you actually are partnering with Let's Move Columbia, which is a city initiative.
Absolutely.
And of course, Columbia, we're proud to be a gold medalist city for Let's Move nationally. And I think with these types of partnerships, we'll continue to be a gold medal city. So we look forward to working with you with Let's Move Columbia.
That's great. A great national initiative, and this is something that, we hope to continue on with the city.
Okay. All right. You've heard about a wonderful camp that's coming up, Eat-2-Win, where your child can have access to professional football players who have a high level of expertise, but also find out about nutritious eating. It's family friendly. They have some health screenings. So come out on June 13th for the Eat-2-Win camp. Again, the information for contacting them has been shared. And if you have any other questions, you can reach out to the city's public relations department at 803-545-3020 or visit our website at columbiasc.net.